Hello, and welcome to 3D Dice. My name is Celeste Bloodrain, and you're here for the finale of our 3-night back-to-back Mountain Witch campaign. This is an RPG that's very similar to D&D, but different in many aspects, and I'll give a little rules summary right before we kick off. But first, I'd like to go around and let all of the players introduce themselves, and then I'll give you a little bit of a last on. The first thing, though, that I want to tell you is that we did polls last night at the end of the stream about who thinks which fate belongs to whom, and I put that up on the screen with the highest votes were for Captain Seaweed. Chat thought it was either Revenge or Worst Fear, 50-50 split. Well, not 50-50 split. Equally voted. For Turtle, it was Unholy Pact. For Tao Jing, Past Allegiance or Worst Fear. And for Dr. Runehart, also Worst Fear. There's a lot of Worst Fear.
There can be only one, though.
There can be only one, though. Each character has one secret fate, and they aren't the same. So, hey, Captain Morgan, why don't you start off with an intro?
Hey everybody, I'm Captain Morgan, variety streamer and tutorial for streamers. I post all my tutorials on YouTube, and I'm playing Captain Seaweed, who is a long time, 20-year veteran of the seas, who has found himself a new crew, going after the witch and the kraken, and I hope we can resolve all our conflicts tonight.
Let's hope. How about you, Nikki?
Hi guys, I'm Nikki Nerds Out. I'm I guess I'll say a variety streamer. No, I stream JRPGs. So pretty much exclusively. No, well, yeah. And then also I do some creative work on the side on Saturdays. Today we did a productivity stream and it was just fun. It was a good time and it was wholesome and everybody got a bunch of stuff done. It was great. Usually on that stream I'm trying to write a novel. Smut in space. So if you want to come and join in on that, then I guess check out the channel. But if you're here tonight for adventure, intrigue, and like drama, well, you're in the right place. I'm currently playing Turtle. He's a 92-year-old, semi-retired sailor. I guess is taking one last job to get riches, untold riches from George Washington. To vanquish this witch, but he has other reasons for being there. And tonight, perhaps they will be revealed.
Ooh. All right, Chase, tell us about yourself.
Sure. I'm Chase. I'm one of the small team that builds the app Pocket Bard. We create an app for making music and sound for TTRPG gameplay, super straightforward, easy, and immersive, high quality. And in fact, I believe that is what you're listening to at the moment. It's what we're listening to. Okay.
Everyone should be hearing it.
Sweet. Yeah, that's us. And so check it out. Pocket Bard is free. We do have a subscription. You can add more stuff, but even the free stuff is pretty great. I'm playing tonight Dr. Wayne Runehart, a retired Navy navigator. That is the British Royal Navy. And yes, we shall see what Dr. Runehart's secret fate is if I play it well, I guess. Yeah, thanks for having me here.
And Beep, how about you?
Hi, I'm Beep. I am representing Casters and Castles. We're an actual play channel and community that started with people from the esports scene. Main shows are on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I also do assets and art and other things for a show called Legendary Action over on twitch.tv/legdaygaming. I'm playing Tao Xing, who is has a day job as a merchant and on the side is trying to overthrow the current dynasty over in China along with their occult friends. And they're very unsettling. They're currently missing a hand because it necrotized and fell off. So we'll see how they do tonight.
So let me give you a recap. Previously on, the party was brought together by the First President of the United States, George Washington, offered money beyond their imagining to sail to the Caribbean to stop the dread pirate El Bruja, who has been causing issues with the American shipping lanes. The party sailed to Florida to meet a defector from El Bruja's crew named Roger Beard, who claims that he is Turtle's son, and Turtle denies it up and down. He's directed them to El Bruja's island, where she has a fortress on top of a mountain. And along the way, they were attacked by a kraken, and the witch used her magic to make everyone face their worst fears as the ship fell becalmed because there was no wind. And now the party has landed in a cavern underneath the mountain. They disembarked from the ship and found a cache of weapons that they took items from, as well as getting some replacement hook hands.
Yeah, there's a whole crate of them.
There was a whole crate. Well, we were in need. Anyone want to add a little detail that was important that I might have forgotten?
I think I'll kind of give a little, I guess, Turtle, who's been pretty cheery on this whole adventure. He's got all of us, I guess, for people who are new in chat, all of us have sort of magical powers. We each have magical powers, I guess. But Turtle had, I guess, a power, but mostly it was a friend. Artemis, his monkey. And in the last episode, when the witch showed us our worst fears before we approached her island, Artemis too was showing his, and during that time he fell catatonic, and so Turtle is now gone from being pretty cheery to pretty serious. Yeah, so that's sort of Turtle's state of mind going into this final arc. We'll see how that turns out.
Anyone else want to throw in a detail? All right, I guess I did a really great recap. So, some rules reminders. The way this game works is everyone gets to be a mini GM. If we do have a conflict, like a fight or something of that nature, each side states their overall goal, we roll off, and the high roller gets to narrate the outcome. It's not always me. How high you roll compared to the next highest roller is called a degree of success. You'll see the little chart on the left-hand side over there, and it will tell you how well you've done. If you get a 3, you get everything you want. You get a 5, it's a double success, you get what you want in a bonus. Or maybe if you get a mixed success, you get what you want, but at the cost of something like a wound or disabling one of your powers. In addition, I talked about the fates. I don't even know what the fates are. Those were handed out by our friend Grimbeard Adventures. And tonight is when we get to find out, where everyone reveals their fates as we go towards the witch. And remember, it's not important whether we defeat the witch. What's important is unraveling the story. So, let's jump back in. We were at the cave and disembarked from the ship. As you're coming off of the ship and rummaging through the boxes, you can hear splashing from behind you in the water, and the Kraken is back. Oh. And I need to refresh the screen. There we are. It's the Kraken. If the tentacles come up, splashing through the waves, it has tracked you all the way from where you last did battle with it, but were unable to defeat it. Trusting Captain Seaweed. Okay, Captain Seaweed, what are you gonna do?
Oh, muted.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
This is quite. I want to look to the crew and be and beg that I need their help in killing the Kraken. That I don't think I can do it alone. And I want to know if they're up to the task.
Hmm.
Help me, please.
Turtle will look at you, Captain, and be like, well, we could kill it, or we could run. Have you seen a kraken on land? This thing is terrifying. I think he's like already like scooching up like the path and be like, you can't get me here. I'm out of here, guys.
All right. So I looked to the doctor and I said, "You're right. What is a navigator without his compass?" And I hand the doctor my magical compass. And I said, "This is yours." And I tell Turtle and Tao to run. And I jump into the Kraken and let him take me alive.
What?
No.
What?
Oh. It's just up to you, Nikki.
I mean, let's be honest. Turtle's like, oh no, that's a terrible idea. That's awful idea. And he'll pull out the musket or whatever 1774 guns are, and like aim and try and shoot the tentacle that's like reaching for the captain to try and prevent it. He's like, no, we need your help. We're here on a mission. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So how do we roll this?
It's you against Turtle and whoever else wants to help Turtle, plus the 4 from Sethers.
So I'm rolling against Captain essentially to stop him.
Yeah,
To stop him from dying.
to stop him
Yeah.
from jumping to his doom.
Damn.
I would love
I'll
to
assist.
assist. Oh, you got it. Go ahead, Tao.
I mean, if you've got a better idea, Tao was gonna start take that black powder that they took from the cache of stuff that we found and make some with like their bag of like alchemic supplies. Twist like a little wick out of some like waxed like string and make like a makeshift bomb out of it. And
Ooh.
throw it at the Kraken.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Much better.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah,
With
I think
trust.
even before. Oh no, we'll see how this roll works out. Let's see how this roll works out.
All right.
So I need to roll with my advantage, or
Yeah, you got a plus
There we
4
go.
from
No.
helping 24.
Oh no.
oh
No.
Done.
Okay, it's matched, right?
6.
Because it was just inspired, not. No,
Oh,
it was
right, yeah.
trust.
No,
It's additive.
It's trust.
It's trust.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
it's 10
chat. I don't know.
versus 6.
Could you do something? Could we get trust from chat right now, or is it just me and Tao? That's it.
Well, is it a roll off because we tied, or what happens now?
Oh no! So
No,
you
he-
and Nikki added together. I presumed you were spending trust. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a
Yeah.
6. Captain plus the trust he got from Chad is a 10.
It's 10.
So
You beat us by
Captain's up
4.
four.
That's
He's-
plus. Oh, okay.
Yeah, success
I
and a
thought-
half.
Oh, inspiration is where it's like that's the
Yeah.
lowest they can roll, but trust is stacked. Okay.
Now,
Oh,
question:
man.
If
Yes.
Runeheart helps me, does his roll take the place of my roll if it's higher?
Yes.
Runeheart, it's in your hands to see if we
All
can
right.
close the gap
Then-
of 4. Because 4, Captain gets what he wants, which is to literally die. So if we can mitigate that and steal the narrative,
Runeheart's
Well-
going to say, with a compass, but without a captain, and stuff it in his pocket. Not on my watch. Pull out the pistols and just start blasting.
yes.
nice.
All right, let's roll.
Come on, chat. We need some. Oh,
Alright.
5.
Okay, good.
Partial success. Captain, you can't kill yourself with a partial success. Technically. You can't. You
get
don't get
maimed,
everything
though.
that you want. You can get maimed.
I can get what?
You can get maimed if you want.
Oh.
Lose his hand for a third time.
Yeah.
I love that.
I don't know how to partially success killing myself and not doing it.
How many legs you got? How many arms you
One.
got?
You can take a wound.
I think.
And what else? Like,
-1.
but I mean, like, so I can't kill myself, but do I still get what partial of my outcome, or
Partial of what your outcome is, yeah. So what was your goal?
So I guess I tried to jump in, and everybody was able to work together to prevent me. And, shooting the Kraken, the tentacle went away. I just kind of fell down right next to everyone. And you're all, I'm assuming, are like, what are you doing? Right. And I kind of say, I can't let the Kraken take any more of me crew. Oh, I guess I can't let the Kraken take me crew any more than she already has.
Turtle will slap you. Wake up! Oh my Lord!
I feel that the only way to stop the Kraken is to give
Backhand
myself to it.
Just gonna in the middle of that. It just comes in with another slap. Sorry, you were talking. I'll take a step back. Finish what you were saying. Continue.
It's a long story, but I feel the Kraken is literally me crew. Cursed from a treasure that we've received from the witch herself. And I was trying to get them to come back, even if it means my own life. I don't want to bring any more people to death.
As much as I love the fact that you're expressing yourself right now, Cap, this is a little bit of a bad place to be doing so. I feel like the tentacles are like crawling back up the rocks towards us right now and be like, the Kraken seems like they'll be waiting for you back here. Why don't we talk about this a little more inland?
All right. Run to the witch.
Okay.
I agree with the tortoise. Let's go.
I'm a turtle. It's definitely a tortoise shell. It's 100% a tortoise shell.
All right, everyone run, and the Kraken for a roll
Oh,
to try to keep you
get
guys
away.
from leaving.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 6. Any
Wow.
Gotta
Rolling.
go.
trust spending? Oh, we got to see a 5. Is he a 4? Another 4. Okay.
I guess I'll spend trust with literally anyone. I think maybe Captain at this point, just to get him to get up and go.
Okay, Captain had a 4. You had a 5, so you're 9 to my 6. Plus 3. Regular success. So you make it out of there. The turtle, you give your we'll call it a rousing speech to Captain. Thank you so much for expressing yourself, but we got to get out of here. This is not the place. The tentacles are coming up out of the water and slapping down onto this rough-hewn rock dock that you're on and trying to grab Captain to pull him back out to sea. And you all escape and make it down into the tunnel back behind the dock that leads further into the caverns, but away from the water and away from the Kraken.
Excellent.
We still have Roger Beard with us.
Raid.
Oh, we got a raid.
Hey!
Legend Day Gaming, thanks for the raid. Hello, raiders. You're here. We're playing a game called The Mountain Witch. It is wonderful. It's heavily narrative-based, Dungeons & Dragons style game. Everyone's got a secret fate, and we're just about, whole session away, but we're at the place where we're going to make it to the witch.
Is it? Okay. Beep, can you tell me, is it leg day
It's leg
gaming?
day.
Leg day?
Leg day.
It is leg day. Like, don't skip
sorry.
leg day.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly where it's from.
Sorry
Okay,
for
got it.
mispronouncing it.
I hope he does leg
Yeah.
day every stream.
There are channel points for Woods to do exercises on stream. Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
that's awesome. Oh, welcome in, Raiders.
Do you
Hi,
know-
guys.
Do you know who never skips leg day? Lego Batman. It's a song about it.
There's a song about it. Oh, that's adorable.
Let me write that down. Like, okay. No, I'm watching.
In the notes. Okay. Back
welcome,
into it.
guys. Okay,
Yeah,
just
welcome.
escape the Kraken.
Just escape the Kraken.
For like the third time.
Yeah, actually,
Formidable foe.
it's impressive.
All right. Any
Where did we escape to? Sorry.
Oh, you escaped down a cavern. So you sailed your ship into a cavern, and inside there was a dock that was made out of stones, like a natural outcropping. And on that dock, there were the boxes that you got the equipment from, and there's a cavern, like a path going further, deeper into the mountain, that appears where the smugglers would come down and use this as a landing site.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as we are out of immediate danger of the Kraken, Tao opens their bag and starts getting out the tea set, and they start preparing tea, and they look really, for the first time you see them be like visibly upset, like visibly frustrated. And they're making this tea, and they prepare it, and you see them take that. I don't know if we would have brought the poppet, but they take that opal
can.
that they found. It's okay. I got the whole. They take that opal that they found off of that ship from earlier, and they crush it up with like a mortar and pestle, and they sprinkle the powder into each of the 4 teacups. And Tao looks specifically over at the captain and looks really annoyed with seaweed, and says, "Please avoid trying to throw yourself over to the Kraken again. I made a deal with the witch, and it hinges on getting all of us to her without you dying."
Oh!
What deal did you make?
A deal for survival, and they are going to take the tea with the opal powder in it, and they are going to drink it. They're going to drink first, so leading by example here. So I suggest you do the same.
Turtle's like, whoa, hold on. Oh, well, what is it? What? Oh, the last time I saw you use this, it was to erase people's memories.
That was the other. They take the bottle with the gray liquid. That was this one, and they put it far. They put it far away from where the tea set is.
Well, what's this one for?
Like I said, this is for survival. I need to get all of us to the witch to fulfill my end of the bargain. So please, do not kill yourself.
Oh, God. Oh, man. It's so hard. Okay, this is so hard.
I think, maybe
Thank you, Output, for saying what I'm thinking. Sus.
Okay, but Turtle. Well, no, you only gave Tao 1 trust so far, so maybe you don't really trust her.
At this point,
What? I've
Nobody
given
really
Tao
trusts me.
so much trust, but I guess I use it, right? I use it pretty regularly.
I can't imagine that she's trying to kill me because everybody just saved my life. So I'm down to drink the tea.
I think Dr. Runehart approaches and says, indeed, a spot of tea never hurt anyone before a climb up a mountain," and downs it and is ready to keep walking.
Ooh. Captain?
Yeah, I'm down.
Turtle?
There's no reason not to.
I don't think Turtle drinks the tea. And I don't think this is going to be a roll-off. I know you're trying to protect me somehow, and it's building up to something, but it's going to be great. Either way, I think Turtle will say, fine, and go to drink the tea, and then turn around, and hopefully, if I can roll off against you the right way, you do not perceive that he does not drink the tea. That was a double negative, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I know
Yes.
what you mean. Okay. Turtle
Yeah.
wants to be sneaky and pretend to drink the tea and fool Tao. All
Oh
right.
no. There's trust sitting already out on the
With a
deck.
6.
This is
Oh.
with a 6. It's literally impossible. You see Turtle not drink the tea.
maybe
It's
someone in-
already decided.
Hey,
Maybe
chat.
someone in chat's gonna come
Chat.
in and help out.
Hey, maybe. Hey, guys. Hey, chat.
Actually, if
Crickets.
Dr. Runeheart sees that Turtle is hesitating on the tee and has kind of stormed ahead, I'd like to spend a point of trust to try to assist Turtle in this deception.
Ooh, how are you going to do that?
I think moving ahead along the path, Runeheart will turn around and say, Tao, and just like get their attention to get them to turn away long enough for Turtle to like, you know, do the over the shoulder or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Oops. Let's roll. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do
Oh,
it.
God.
And then my roll, not great, but
What is it? 3, 8?
5.
Are we tied?
You're tied. You're tied.
I'm having trouble keeping track of which dice are which on screen. I'm glad you guys are keeping up.
it's the 6 and the 2, and then the 3 and the 5. Yeah.
8 versus 8. Okay, who wants to do... Okay, let's do it this way. Tao rolls 1 extra die to add to the roll, and then Nikki, I guess you roll another die to add to the roll.
Okay. Oh, was that a 6?
Okay.
It's a 6. This is so
Partial
close.
success to Tao. Partial success. Beep. This one's going to be hard to...
Yeah, how do you partial success this? 'Cause
You have to make new tea.
Maybe you're not sure if I drank it.
Maybe you're not sure. You're only suspicious. Another possibility is you could take a wound. I'll let you do that. You get what you want to take a wound because this is so drama-laden.
I don't really want to take the win. I'll just say that Tao just kind of goes, if you don't want to drink it, it matters not to me. I just need to get you all to the witch. That's the important part.
I did drink it.
Tao rolls her eyes. Fine, then let's go.
Oh!
I think the question was asked, where's Roger Beard?
Where do you want Roger
Yeah.
Beard to be?
I'd like him to be with us, please, if that's good.
Yeah.
He
with
is
everybody.
with you.
Excellent. Roger, lead the way. How far are we, actually? Let's just get our bearings.
We need to make it to the end of this tunnel, and then the tunnel will slowly ascend, and we will be out on a cliff overlooking the harbor. And then it's about only a few hours hike up the mountain until we get to the fortress. I'll bring you right to the entrance, or I don't know, if you want to try to sneak in, we can figure out something. But like I said, I didn't sneak out, so I don't know how to sneak in.
All right.
I'll
Lead the way.
Lead the
I will
way.
put my GM hat on and point out that if you do have something about coming in your fate that would give you a way of knowing how to get into the witch's fortress by sneaky means, you could just tell me what it is. That's how this game works.
Would the witch have maybe given me some sort of means of getting to the fortress if I gotta get everybody up there?
I don't know. Did she? You get to decide.
Can I say yes just for convenience?
Yeah. Yes, you can. So, are you going to tell everyone else?
Are they gonna ask? 'Cause
I
otherwise,
mean,
I guess.
Turtle
Otherwise,
is
I
just
guess
quizzing
Tao's-
Beard on how to get in, so it's up to you.
Oh, okay. All right. Tao's gonna say, what's the Oh, I lost my hand. Can. I'll make it simple. I'll just say Tao just pulls out like a little piece of folded parchment from the inside of their coat and unfolds it, and it's just got some basic instructions on how to navigate through, or like a general path to take.
Nice.
It's written in, if anybody bothers to look at it, it is written in glyphs though.
Okay.
Interesting.
But they're not trying to hide this from anybody. They already said like, I made a deal with the witch. They're just unfolding this thing, and they're just like, they'll lead the way. It's like, this way.
Okay. As you continue down the cavern, as you get to the place where the incline begins, you hear some sounds of people coming up from behind you, and you turn around and you see four of the pirates from the ship that you pressed into service being led by Wang Kai Wen, and they're coming after you. Tao, he wants his revenge. Their goal is to try to capture you and bring you back and stop your plans.
I think Runeheart steps up and says, Kai Wen, indeed, our plan is afoot, and we may continue now that you're here. Everything proceeds accordingly.
Yes! Oh my god!
Time for revenge! Okay. Any last words, Tao?
Gosh, is there any? Do I have any? Wait, do I have an opportunity to take a move, or am I just dead?
No.
Oh, you're gonna have to roll. There's gonna be roll-offs and everything. All that stuff
okay.
happens. Yeah, no, you're not just dead.
I thought I was just
if
about
it
to
helps-
get got.
If it helps to clarify my intention, I would like for Kai Wen and his cronies to be there to escort us up the mountain to the witch. Now that, and essentially act as some muscle in case things don't go according to the plan that Runeheart just alluded to. That would be my intention.
Yes. It's not to, right? It wasn't to kill.
No.
No. Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think it was revenge.
Okay. So Runeheart, you're
Okay,
trying to
and-
talk Kai Wen out of trying to capture Tao and bring her back to the ship.
Yes, I think. Well, I would like to steer the narrative, if the role works out, into that the plan all along was for Kai Wen to meet us here and go up the mountain with us to make sure that if anybody didn't like the plan when we get there, that we had some backup, some muscle to reinforce things.
Okay.
Basically, Kai Wen's working with me.
Okay.
Okay, if it doesn't seem like that Tao is going to be killed right on the spot, they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna just kind of calmly, like, put their hand singular up, and just kind of be like, just kind of passively like, all right, like they're fine being escorted up the mountain. This is still in line with what they need to happen too. But they do look at Kai Wen, and in Cantonese they are going to say to him, it's like I said, dog of the Qing, this matters not. You can kill me, but in the end, the Chandihui will be victorious.
Okay, we're gonna roll off Dr. Runeheart versus Wang Kai Wen to see if Dr. Runeheart, you're able to talk him out of his anger.
Sure.
All right.
Love it.
Mixed success. Ooh. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. You give your speech and you say to Wong Kai Wen, this has been the plan all along. Don't do this. We need muscle for the top of the mountain. And he turns to you and he says, I don't care. You saw what she did to me. And he's undeterred, but he takes a wound. So his next roll is going to be a -1 for him trying to capture Tao with his cronies.
So is this Tao then rolling off with?
Okay, so now I
Yeah.
have to defend myself.
Now you have to defend yourself, and maybe people
All
will
right.
come to your aid.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
I think.
can-
I
can
don't
I-
have that much trust left with
can-
you,
Can
unfortunately.
I spend any trust just on myself to lower their roll or to add to my roll? That doesn't.
No,
Okay,
only
it has to
against
be
another
coming from someone
player.
else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you got a mixed success
All right.
already.
Okay.
I only got a 2. Actually, I got a 1. That's a full success. Sorry, I forgot about the -1.
Okay.
Okay, how do you how do you diffuse the situation?
Oh, diffuse the situation. I was gonna say I'm gonna kill him, but
You
that's
can.
fine. That's
Go
probably not
ahead. You can
diffuse
kill
the
him. You can kill him.
That's not really diffusing the situation.
No. You're allowed to kill him. I was just
Okay.
being eloquent.
Okay. Wait, how many? There's 4 of them plus
There's 4 of
four
them.
of them total.
Yeah,
Um.
you can kill 1.
I'm trying to think. Is there a better way that I can take care of all 4 of them?
Oh, you will take
I was
care
gonna
of all
say.
4 of them, but only one of them can die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then Tao is going to, as they've got their hands up, kind of like, as Kaiwan approaches to take me into custody or whatever, and they sort of do that like sleight of hand thing with their like actual hand where. Like 3 needles, like Wolverine style, just like appear. They're like doing like the claw thing, and they just like jam them like right through their throat.
Woo!
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so
And they just release them. Let the needles like stay where they are, and like let the body fall where it is.
Very cool.
Very cinematic.
yeah. All right, so Dr. Runart, you want to try to convince the remaining thugs to come with you? Now that
Wow.
their leader is vanquished, or you want to let them disperse?
I feel like now the remaining thugs should continue with us. I think that's what Runehart would try to get them to do.
Okay. They got a 4.
Oh,
I'm gonna add
Trust
some
Runehart?
trust.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am gonna add some trust. And say, the more the merrier. There, take that.
All right. Full success. All right. You're now a party of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So
cool.
we continue
Wow.
up the mountain.
Can I
Oh,
can
what?
I say what Runehart says to them?
Of course.
I think Runehart turns to them, first turns to Tao and just has a hand up, and then like looks over at them and says, on behalf of the British Empire and her allegiances, make sure that one causes no more trouble on our way up.
Pointing at Tao.
Pointing at Tao.
Tao goes back to resuming sort of like a more like calm demeanor, but they do spit on the corpse as they travel up the mountain.
Was it like a or
That was the white one.
Okay. So you continue up the incline and you come out onto the cliff as promised by Mr. Beard, and you can see down into the harbor, and there's now 2 ships. one is flying the black flag of La Bruja, and it is engaged in battle with the ship that you saw that was bombarding the port city. And I think this is probably a good moment to take a break and refresh trust and reevaluate before we enter our final leg of the journey.
Damn.
Oh man.
Yeah.
A lot just happened.
A lot just happened.
I need a little recap, maybe. Like,
So, yeah.
Okay.
is Doctor working against us, or like I don't know exactly.
Well, we're all still
Well,
working together.
They definitely seem
Right?
to be against me at this point.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you're certainly enemies, but you're traveling in the same direction.
Okay. Chat also
Enemy
wants
of
to
my enemy is
recap.
my friend.
So here's my recap that I understood as the GM. The Kraken came. Captain tried to sacrifice himself to the Kraken to save everybody because of his guilt about his formerly destroyed crew. Once he got slapped in the face enough times, came to his senses. He told a little story about it, that he doesn't want anyone else, but he thinks that he could get his crew back from the witch if he returned the treasure or something like that. I didn't catch that exact detail. Maybe it wasn't given. And then there was... Oh, wait, I forgot a middle bit. And then we went to Kai Wen. Oh, the tea. Then there was the tea, the magical tea. That's some sort of spell or potion to make people stronger. That Turtle tried to sneakily not drink, but Tao's onto him. And then Kai Wen tried to come and get Tao back for trying to kill him earlier in last episode. But then Runeheart was somehow in league with Kai Wen and against Tao, but not really out for revenge. And I really still think he's out for revenge and just trying to hide it until the opportune moment. Mm-hmm. But I'll let everyone else decide what they think. And did I miss anything?
And Tao basically just straight up said, like, hey, I made a deal with the witch and I need
Yeah,
to keep,
you have an unholy pact.
It involves us. I need to get everybody up to the mountain.
Which is great. I don't know what that pact is, which is scary. And I don't know what it requires to fulfill, which is also scary. So there's still a lot hanging in the balance. And I am terrified for Turtle. And unconscious Artemis. So...
And
also, yeah, well, man, unholy pact. Oh, and that's cool. Thinking back to that yesterday. Okay, that's with your like flashes and stuff, and like the purpose of your being and your backstory and everything like that, and sort of like who you belong to. And so I'm so curious to see how this is going to unfold in the rest of that story.
I'm real hard to bring it all together. I still don't know if it's going to work out.
I'm excited. And I'm so sorry. I got like, I was losing my mind when everyone was doing reveals. Yeah. And then of course, for me, obviously, maybe Celeste is still on revenge, but Dr. Runeheart has clearly passed allegiances to me. He seems to be aligned with another group of people. Although, I don't actually explicitly know that, but it very, very much seems like that. And then Captain, your regret. I mean, it's got to be worse fear. It's got to be. Your regret is so strong. And the fact that the Kraken, you believe that your crew has been stolen by the Kraken and like basically turned into it. Like there's some monster and beast that's like this like built conscience of all your lost crew members. I just love it. I love that so much. It's very good. Damn. Whew. I'm taking trust away from Tao.
How much? You can take as much as you want.
That's fair.
All of it? All of it or just one? Or just
So
both?
do I have 2 trust with Tao right now?
Yep.
Okay. I think I will take away 1, right? Because then I can still spend.
Do you still have one to spend?
I still have 1 to spend. Yeah, I'm going to take 1 away.
What? No. She has the trust you give her or to give to them is what they can spend on you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'll
Right.
leave with 1. I'll leave with 1 because I don't know. We could still be friends. We're not totally like not BFFs. I mean, not friends, but we're not BFFs.
Yeah. Any other changes?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I don't think Turtle thinks that Dr. Runeheart has motives that are gonna hurt him. You know what I mean? Like, I think more people the better, right? If it's the British Empire he's fighting for to take out the witch, I think that Turtle is convinced that it's going to be fine. And obviously, Captain Seaweed is just the biggest sweetie ever. So just needs to protect this emotionally unstable man because he thinks he will be good in battle. So, yeah.
So is that upping a trust or staying the same?
I think it's going to stay the same. How many trust do I have with Captain? Hold on, where are you? Turtle, I have 4.
You've given Captain 4, yep.
Yeah, then I think I'm going to stay with that. That's very good. That's a very good relationship.
Okay.
Very strong. That's close to BFF level. If we had 5, we'd be BFFs.
I mean, I have 7 for you, so I'm BFF already.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm good. That's me, guys. Sorry, that was so exciting.
Who wants to go next?
I think mine's pretty easy. I literally tried to give my life to the Kraken, and everyone worked together to prevent that from happening. So trust all around.
Oh,
Nice.
Mine should also be pretty straightforward. Tao is not surprised at everybody's, reaction to them being like, "Hey, I made a deal with the witch," fully expected. But they're not gonna decrease trust with anybody. It's just gonna stay exactly the same. Like this is so far it's all according to Keikaku. So
All right. How about Dr.
Interesting.
Runehart's fate or trust?
I think the only change is that Dr. Runehart's trust in for Tao is going to now go to 0.
Ooh.
all right. Interesting.
All right.
Interesting. It could be revenge. I don't know.
It could be. Well, if Tao actually thought it was revenge, Beep should have taken away all the trust. So I think I'm in left field. All right.
Before we
Yes.
continue, can we do a
Oh, of
bio
course.
break really quick?
Sure.
Okay, cool. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
No worries. We're okay, good. I'll fill the air while we're waiting.
I'm going to do the same.
Okay. While we're waiting, I'll opine on the rules. This is one of the games that I love the most because, like, the narrative-driven, like, elements that we just saw, I couldn't have planned out any of that. All I did was drop the Kraken back in there because this was literally the last moment I could do it if we're going to go climb up a mountain. The water ain't coming back, and I wanted the Kraken to come back because the Kraken wasn't dead yet. And oof, that was some heavy stuff. How are you feeling about it, Beep?
everything is happening very fast, which I know you warned us about, but it's really going fast.
You say it's going fast, but we've been at this for an hour.
Oh, has it already been an hour? Okay, well, it feels like I don't know. Time is going fast then.
Right?
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a lot. Well, for you especially, it must be like a lot to keep track of because like all the secrets are coming out now.
I mean, this is the easiest part of the game for me, to be quite honest. The first session relies heavily on me moving the plot forward, dropping things, trying to predict what your characters are going to care about just from your powers and the questions that you answered. At this point, I know a lot about your characters. Also, I've got a convenient video so I could go watch your fears over and over again. So I can set up the situations to try to push those things. And I don't know. I really liked that Turtle's first instinct was run away from the Kraken. What I was imagining happening in that scene was that, like, Captain would be like, "I'll save all of you. I will do battle with the Kraken by myself. Go run." I was not expecting what happened at all. But oh my, was it amazing.
I expected to completely die, especially since someone rolled trust in my favor already.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah. But it would have been cool to see the ghost mechanic. So
Right.
there was like also that, right?
There's still time.
The way things are going, yeah, I have a feeling we're still gonna see the ghost mechanic.
Yeah.
I'm kind of not expecting to survive past the next scene, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't tell Chad about the ghost mechanic. So if someone does die, they're no longer bound by the physical nature of reality for spending trust. They can spend as much trust as they want. They don't have to be present. Spend it on both sides of a conflict if they really want to. Don't even really have to explain how they're interacting with the situation because they're a ghost. So that could be really interesting. And it's also nice that you're not out of the game if you die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if we're ready to pick back up, is there... Ooh. Thank you, Grimbeard.
Oh, damn. Just dropping them all. Just dropping them all.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
All right. Everyone's inspired except Captain.
Oh, no. Captain
I
is.
have that one.
Well,
Just took longer to find.
Okay.
Thank you, Grimbeard.
Oh man, Grim.
Look at those
Right.
sexy dice up there, though. Those
I
are some
know.
sexy dice.
Thank you, Pikachu, for making those for us. Oh, and
chat
thanks
still
for the
get them-
follow.
Can chat still get them for free tonight? Is that
They
still going on? Or-
can. Yeah, so here, dice. Type in one of those commands and it should post a link for you to get the dice for free. You could add them to your box. This is the only way to get these dice. Well, unless Pikachu changes that plan later. I didn't own them. I didn't make them.
I'm willing to change it. I thought, just after this, I'll leave it up to your discretion. If you want them to be available, I'll make them available.
Yeah, I don't want them to be available. I like it that they have to get them here.
Perfect.
Yeah. And
Seaweed.
Yeah, seaweed. Seaweed dice are pretty great.
I love it.
Oh, they're all beautiful. I just think they're stunning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
I love the gold edges. Sorry, continue.
Yeah.
the next scene I have planned is showing up at the front gate of the Witch's Fortress. If anyone wants to deviate from that plan, now is the time.
I would like to take an aside to talk to Roger. I think
Okay.
when we're kind of like looking over the whole, I don't know, bay or whatever, because it's before the last leg of the journey. And I think to get out of this cave, if it was an incline, Turtle's probably a little tired and needs a little rest. And we'll say, Roger, can we talk briefly?
Of course. What is on your mind? You said you had something you needed to talk to me about.
Yes. Take a seat. And like Turtle will sit down on like a rock and like adjust his, walking stick and his little baggie that's carrying a little unconscious Artemis. He'll like look down and check on him, kind of adjust his little bed in there and go, the other night you spoke to me about something that was very personal to you. I'm
Yes.
sorry I had such a bad reaction.
Oh, it's quite all right, but do you think I'm right now?
No. And the reason for that, I must tell you, is I've never loved a woman.
Oh,
No. I'm sorry. So I cannot be your father.
but you said you were there when I was born. Do you know who my father is then?
I don't actually. It was pretty saucy, that whole thing. It was a big drama fest on the boat. But I was there the day you got your powers, and it was the same day that I got mine. Picture this. It's like a flashback to a beach with a much younger turtle, and there's like a whole crew, and like all you can see is this blue light and this look of excitement on Turtle's face as like magic is bestowed on Turtle. And next to him is Joe with like a baby strapped to his chest, holding a musket. and that's Roger. But quickly the kind of the light turns like black and gray, and Turtle's eyes kind of go wide, and then he looks to the left, and next to him, rather than whoever was standing there, is now Artemis on the ground. And he's like, Artemis? What happened? Why are you a monkey? And we'll come back to this scene where Turtle's sitting across from Roger, and he goes, there was an unfortunate event that day that took from me someone very, very important. You must understand, I need to get to the switch. I need to find a way to undo what was done to us that day. Please, help me.
Can I recap that? Did Artemis was a man?
Yes.
Turtle's love? Maybe? We don't know? Okay.
Ambiguous but not stated.
Okay.
You see a look of concern wash over Roger's face. And he says, if I help you to do this, will I lose my power as well?
I don't know, Raja. I don't know.
I don't know if I can help you then. I value this too much to put that at risk. And Artemis might mean everything to you, but my power means more to me. I was only trying to help as much as I did because I really did believe that you were my father. And he stands up and he turns back to go down the incline back into the cavern.
Joe was a great dad. He was.
Well,
So, okay.
I think that Turtle just stands up. I mean, hey man, if it's not your birth dad, still your dad. He raised you. You ungrateful little jerk. Anyways.
Wait. Did Roger see the whole, like, was that flashback a story?
It was Turtle, describing it to him. It was just I did it a little more cinematically, so he does know. Yeah.
After you say that, even though he's not your birth dad, it still matters. I want to roll. That's gonna that might change Roger's mind.
Oh my, okay, sure.
Yeah.
I said that just as Nikki, but yeah, we could say Turtle could say that out loud, sure. Yeah.
I mean,
can we roleplay that you
mind.
both used your time powers and that like happened so fast, the whole conversation?
Oh, I love that, actually.
Yes.
That's freaking fantastic, Cap.
We're just like, what happened?
The rest of us just still hiking in slow motion.
Yes. It's all transpires in secret.
You did your powers and time slowed down, and then he did his powers and it slammed down even more.
Oh man, that's dope. That's actually really dope. I love that.
Elise
I
is
like all
hitting
those. There we go.
Lisa's hitting a concerning amount of sixes tonight.
Yeah.
I am the goddess of luck. I control the dice. What am I going to say?
It's
we got
no.
No, you got a 4. I got a 6. So I'm up to mixed success. Come on, no one in chat got anything? I really want him to turn around now.
I think if he
Going
heard
once.
what he heard from Turtle to turn around wasn't like your birth father, blah blah, the rant that Nikki gave, but the Joe was a great father. I think will be the thing that makes him turn if he does.
Yes. Okay. So let's see. How am I gonna make success? Okay. This one's hard. Okay. He wants to leave. You want him to come and. Okay, so you get what he wants, but take a wound. That's like, I don't know, super low payoff. Okay.
Maybe he's mad though.
He's mad. Okay. He turns around. He goes, "You're right, but damn you for manipulating my emotions. If this does turn out the way that I fear and I lose the power." Damn it. I'm coming along. And he comes along with you.
Turtle will open his bag. You hear that, Artemis? We have some more help. Better chances for you. And get up, and time will go back to the regular speed. Beep, beep, beep.
So does that mean we didn't get to hear any of that?
No, I don't think you guys did.
Yeah.
That's your own fault there, Captain.
This is a really cool. I loved it though.
Yeah, it was such a cool idea. We just had to do it.
It was. Especially because that's how I imagined the whole thing in my mind anyway. All right. Okay. So a little bit of dice housekeeping. I'm going to clear the dice off the table, but I'm not going to delete the results. We'll still see what chat gave out. So when we go back to the rolling, yeah, because things are like getting in the way of me seeing all your beautiful faces.
Sure.
All right. Anyone else want to interrupt me before we get to the front gate of the Witch's Fortress?
I think Runeheart will have a word with Tao on the hike up.
Okay.
Of course, well guarded by our pirate friends now. Tao, you mentioned some kind of a exchange with this witch we're going to see. You might as well come clean now. There's no use hiding. What can we expect up there?
I do not know what to expect at the top, as I have never been here before, but nothing I have said has been a lie. And yes, I will tell you what the deal was. Like I said, I need to get all of us up to the top of the mountain. The witch... The concept of immortality has been long sought after by many in this world. The Tiandihui especially have been researching it for centuries. And as it turns out, the formula for it is straightforward. There are only 5 ingredients: cinnabar, gold, mercury, sulfur, drunk from a white jade cup. The crux of it, however, that we discovered from our centuries of research is that it is not just any cinnabar or any gold. The cinnabar must come from the foot of Vesuvius, where the ash of the mountains mixes with the ash of the dead. The gold comes from the coast of Ghana, where the blood stains the shoals. The mercury comes from the plateaus of Machu Picchu, where lightning has struck as a sign of acceptance for human sacrifice. And the jade comes from the Tian Shan, the celestial mountains, where the Queen of Heaven themselves grows the peaches of the gods. We have spent those centuries collecting those items in order to make the elixir of immortality. The last ingredient we need is sulfur from the Barbados, where exists a witch and a portal to hell itself. Once we have the elixir of immortality, and once we overthrow the Qing Emperor, our emperor will be immortal, and our dynasty will reign forever. That is the deal that I have with the witch.
Yes. Heaven and earth indeed. However, the sun never sets on the British Empire, as they say, and her allies, well, she is loyal to them. You must understand, this fascination of yours, well, I don't necessarily believe in whatever magics you may think you will find up there. I can't let you interfere. Stay out of my way.
Like I said, Captain, and my job is just to get us to the top of the mountain. Until then, our interests are aligned.
Criminals, and he huffs off up the mountain.
All right.
Was this a private conversation? I mean, it was. I'll just say it was. It's fine.
I mean, not necessarily, at least,
I mean,
at
the
least
guards
from
were
my
around us,
perspective.
yeah,
The
so
guard-
I
yeah.
don't know. Can we get a vibe check? How do they feel about all this?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with neutral. They don't really care about dynasties in faraway lands. They just want to get paid in stolen treasure.
And George Washington money.
And George Washington money now. Yeah.
Which, I know, I guess if you're American, you have, right?
We do have
Yeah.
money with George Washington's on them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're the smallest bills now, though. But, what are you going to do? But we can't Spock our fives, though. All right. Anyone else want to interrupt me before we get to the entrance to the Witch's Fortress, the front gate?
I don't think so.
All right. So we arrive at the entrance to the Witch's Fortress. At the front gate, there is but one sentry standing guard. Roger says to you, "That's Bricktooth Bill. That's the witch's bodyguard." And he nods to you and says, "Tao, I see you've held up your end of the bargain. Labra is indisposed at the moment. Why don't you come in? We've got a nice place for you all to wait until she's ready." And he gestures to the door, and it comes open.
This is it, Artemis. Turtle readies himself to go through the door.
As we pass, sorry, what's the bodyguard's name? I missed it.
Bricktooth Bill.
Bricktooth Bill. As everybody goes through the door, Tao is going to say under their breath to Bricktooth Bill. They're gesturing to kind of nods at Turtle. That one, I'm not sure that they drank.
All right.
And then just walk past. That's all they're gonna say.
Okay. So Bill gives Turtle a side eye, and he brings you all into what appears to be a barracks. There's some beds set up at a table in the center, and asks you all to wait here. That he'll come get you in a few hours when the witch is ready for you. And he
Few
laughs.
hours.
Few hours. And he. And
After all that effort, get the witch immediately.
I'm sorry, but some things just cannot be interrupted. I mean, I have my orders. What would you want me to do?
Runehart just like another huffing sigh, and he doesn't really know other than exercising an authoritative tone. He's like, I guess you're right. I don't really know what we should do.
Okay. So here we are. Anything you all want to do in the next couple hours before you meet the witch face to face?
I think Turtle will go to Tao to talk. And say, You made a deal with the witch?
I did.
Are you... I mean, it comes at a price, doesn't it?
Of course. The witch would not I would not expect something for nothing, especially of the magnitude of what it is that I ask.
Tao, are you going to put us in danger for your hobby?
My hobby. The goal of my organization is older than your entire nation and Runehearts combined. We have existed longer than you have been a people. What I seek is bigger than all of us.
Oh. I see how you've answered. Oh. All right. I understand. And Turtle will kind of walk away and then I think probably take a seat by Captain Seaweed. And maybe just kind of sit next to him with Artemis. And I think he probably feels a little safer over there.
Okay. Bricktooth leaves you here in the room. Doors open. You're free to move about the castle if you want. And as you explore the places where you're allowed to go, one of the adjoining rooms, you notice there's a jail cell with someone in it. Ooh. I didn't pick a person. One of you recognizes who this is. Someone from your past who's been taken prisoner. Who wants to claim this person?
I thought it was Wenrick from the last session for a second.
No, it's just some generic character with a cloak. That would have been cool, though.
Yeah.
I have an idea if no one else does.
Go for it.
But I don't want to take it if someone else has like something
No.
cooking.
Go for it. I said I think my thing's pretty set up as far as it's gonna go, so I got nothing. I'm just waiting.
I'm not setting anything up at this point. I'm just I'm gonna just build. I'll just keep building until it all falls over. So yeah, you know who's in the prison? Joe.
Oh, but my...
I love that.
Yeah. Joe followed Roger. He figured out he felt that Roger thought that, I was his dad. and though they were estranged, I think he wanted to like, assure him that, we don't know. And that's okay. It's been a very confusing time. Roger seems to live a very confusing life when I think about, in retrospect, where he's been working for La Bruja. But you know what? It's not gonna. It's a complicated relationship between father and son. But anyways, Joe's in there. All right. Yeah. And he'd be like, Joe? What? What are you doing here, Joe?
I came following, trying to get Roger to come to leave, and well, here you are. Roger, why have you joined up with such people as these? This evil, this witch. You're better than this. Right, you did.
Oops.
And Roger turns to you, Turtle, and says, "Turtle,
Yes.
you convinced me to come up here to help you. Now you need to help me. We need to get him out of here. Okay. Is there anything you can do to unlock the gate?"
No. Actually, I can't. I don't have a key. I don't know how to pick locks. And hold on a second. Like, he'll go and inspect the door. Is there hinges on the outside that I can just take apart?
Sure.
I
Sweet.
could try my fork.
Actually, I like that better. Let's do that one. Yeah. I'm definitely going to spend some trust to help Captain Seaweed
Okay,
yeah.
Captain
lock
Seaweed,
pick it.
you already got an inspiration of a 2, so let's see what your roll is.
I've picked many locks before.
That's very nice.
Well, I mean, that's going to do it. That's better. Let's see. I am the lock. Cuckoo. Okay. So you're up 3. You were able to pick the lock.
Excellent.
There you are, Turtle.
Sure.
All right. Turtle.
It's good to see you, old friend. I've come here to rid myself of the magic that was bestowed on myself and Artemis. I understand if you and Raja want to leave and get to safety. I rather suspect this isn't going to turn out all that great. And he kind of like shoots a side eye over to Tao, and then also kind of over to the group of thugs. He's like, but I might appreciate your help if you're up for the task.
How are you gonna... What's the plan to get the magic removed?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was the witch that cursed us before. So, perhaps, if we rid ourselves of the witch, we'll be rid of the magic that cursed us.
Okay, it will not be an easy fight.
Captain Seaweed says, "Wait a minute."
Ah! You're still here!
Yeah. She had cursed you as well.
Oh! You're also cursed?
Not me, but my crew.
Oh. I mean, it's a very witch thing to do. It feels on brand, honestly.
I also meant to ask you, where did you receive the wood for your powers? Because it seems odd that you double tap to activate them, as do I. And I double tap my peg leg foot, and it attaches to the ground. And I have this tethering ability that I use at sea.
Honestly, it just was a really good stick. I was walking and I found it. It just happened to be the stick that I was holding the day when I saw the witch. When you find a good stick, you gotta keep it.
Always. Mine is from the ship that was ripped to pieces. I took it as I lost my leg that same day, and I couldn't live without it, so I used it to fasten my own peg leg.
Oh. Well, that's very convenient. On a boat. In a very topsy-turvy situation. But maybe when you're just, getting old, I could use something to keep my balance as well. But, Captain Seaweed, how are you trying to get rid of your curse?
I presume either force the witch to end the curse or kill her to see if it can be reversed.
Turtle is going to hold out his hand, is in like an alliance kind of let's do this sort of thing.
Again with the fork.
Go! Seaweed, you son of a bitch! Let's do this.
All right, old man, let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Anything before we enter the witch's chamber? All right. Bill comes back to collect all of you and brings you into a large chamber with actually a rather bare throne room with the throne and the witch standing there. And she's holding the final effigy in her hand. She gives a look to Tao and says, "You've done your part. You can go now. Bill will give you what you have come for. I have business to do with the rest of them."
How looks at, again, gestures at Turtle and says, "That one did not drink the elixir for the ritual."
Knew it. I freaking knew it.
The witch.
I
Oh, go ahead.
I will take. I did drink it. For the sake of fulfilling our bargain, I will take their place, so that you may have my soul in exchange for holding up your end of the bargain for the Tiandi Hui.
So be it. I will send Bill to deliver what you have asked for himself. She outstretches her hand and she tries to use her magic to bring back the silver knitting needles that you had taken from her compatriots, or from her officers. Anyone gonna try to stop her?
Does the witch is going for it?
The witch she's using her magic to telekinetically pull the knitting needles.
And Tao just admitted that you guys are all part of a ritual, which, I mean,
Which
graciously.
she is, at the moment, trying to begin.
And I do very much appreciate you taking Turtle's place. However, there are two other people in the room that I like their souls. So,
Now, just a moment now, there, Captain Bruja.
Yes.
yeah, witchwol. Yes, she's gonna start a witchwol. That's adorable.
A ritual.
A ritual.
I believe
Dr.
what
Runheim.
I have for you may be of interest before this particular transaction goes down, and may indeed change the nature of your end of this apparent bargain.
All right. What do you have to say?
You have an artifact in your collection. It's crescent, golden crescent moon strung like a bow. Do you recall it?
I do, yes. What is it of?
That
To you.
artifact is of great importance to the Royal Archaeological Society and the British Empire and her allies. In fact, it was recovered in the East and is apparently of great power. I am here to recover it and make a deal with you for its return.
Under the breath, Tao just says, "Of course, it was recovered from the east."
My government has authorized safe passage for you and your vessels in new regions by eliminating certain dissidents across the seas that would normally be in your way. For example, the individual you have made a deal with is from a criminal organization, the Tiandi Hui, and is of our mutual interest to be rid of them.
I see.
Of course, the British would think that a revolutionary group are criminal.
Ooh, I am loving this.
And what sort of proof might you have that this deal will be made good?
Well, of good faith, is Roger Beard still with us?
Yes.
Or did he leave? Okay. I have, first of all, and Runehart kind of gestures back to the pirate guards we brought, who will bring in Roger Beard, the witch's defector. I've recovered someone you may have interest in, and wish to return them to you to gain your favor.
Well, hold on a second. That was the plan before I knew who Roger was. Again, not my son, but Joe's son. Joe, I wasn't planning to sacrifice your son. Yeah, I think Turtle's gonna be like, hold on a second. I don't know what that. It's just to stop you from giving Roger up. I guess that's my goal, is to just stop this transaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you going to try to stop Runehart or the witch in this transaction?
Gonna look at Captain Seaweed and go, now! Hope for the best. So I guess I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
All right.
So Captain Seaweed already got his die down.
No!
Okay. That is, you spending trust, I presume?
Oh, and this is. I have to roll on this as well, right?
Yep, we're all rolling.
Is Turtle
Yeah.
attacking somebody? What's going on?
Turtle and Captain Seaweed are attacking the witch.
We'll find out.
Is trying to use her magic to retrieve the silver magical knitting needles to start the ritual.
Okay,
she
I
needs
guess I'm
those.
helping I'm rolling with the witch then.
You're rolling with the
How
witch.
this
You're
works?
right.
Okay.
You can do
My
That's
that.
how it goes.
My inspo was a 5 from
Okay.
before, so
Let's see if you get a 6.
I get a 6. Yeah.
Hey, chat, if you want to inspire Turtle to just
You got a
change.
six.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Okay, Turtle, I
That's-
presume you were spending a trust on that, the seaweed, so we got a 5
A
for
5.
seaweed, a 6 for the witch that I guess Tao, you get, Beep, you get to narrate because you got the high roll if you want, or I can do it because, I
What
am the
level of
witch.
successor is it?
Partial.
Or is partial? Okay.
Right.
I think partial success. I think Tao.
Wait,
Or,
and-
so
wait,
is
Runehart,
everybody,
what did you roll?
kind of like?
What did Runehart roll?
A 6.
Runehart
Also a
got a
6.
also.
Also a 6. We got to roll off with him.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I
Hey,
don't
but
think it
you
helps. We
didn't-
got a 7. Thank you, dirty
Okay,
rollers.
So it's me versus Runehart
thought-
now, or
I
the
thought-
witch versus Runehart, or
Tao had 5 extra, or
No.
a minimum
no,
of 5.
I couldn't roll
Minimum of
less than a
5.
5 because I was.
Got
an
it, got
expo,
it, got
I
it.
think,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then yes, we're matched at 6. Okay, so we can roll again.
Yeah, roll off.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, number 6.
All right, I'm pretty sure you got this because I don't think I'll be that lucky. Nope.
3.
Alright.
Okay. Where is my Rev Eldritch when I need him?
Yeah. No, he's gone. He's not here right
2.
now.
1. All right. Okay. To Dr. Runehart, how does this situation resolve? You have you got a 6. We are at a 3, so it's a full success for you.
Okay. Dr. Runehart says to the witch, all it takes will be the return of the artifact, and I will be out of your hair, and as for the rest of these, you can do what you wish. And I think from there, if it's a full success, I think from there, the witch maybe nods and gestures to one of her cronies to go help Dr. Runehart recover the artifact from their stash, and he'll follow the crony out to go find it.
And taking Roger to the jail. Huh? You offered up Roger, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Bill comes and grasps Roger and says, Doctor, come with me. I'll take you to the treasure room. And they both leave the room.
No.
And on the way out,
Oh,
Runehart will kind of turn to the group and say, it's been nice knowing you all, and head out.
Lassie.
That's it.
So we didn't
Alright.
get a chance to attack, did we?
I mean, you still have that chance. You want to attack him?
Attack Dr. Runehart? I don't think I need to. That's not my goal.
Okay,
I don't
what's your
think that's
goal?
my goal at all. I think
What's your goal?
Turtle's gonna, as the knitting needles, I think have been vibrating because they haven't reached the witch yet, right?
The witch has not got them yet.
Okay, Turtle, even if they come like flying towards her with their telekinetic powers, Turtle will like slap that stick down and try and grab those knitting needles from flying towards her. Yeah.
Okay.
While shouting now to Captain Seaweed.
All right.
What'd she get? I can't see it. I can't see it.
6.
A 6. Oh my God, such hot dice. Okay, come on, Turtle. Hey, Turtle. You need this.
Wait, so
Oh, I rolled 2d6. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Wow.
So it's perfect.
I like to spend trust to help
Okay.
Turtle.
Go for it.
Whatever we're trying to do is not meant to happen.
We just fell.
I was gonna
on
be
each
like, Tao,
other.
you're gonna let this happen, but apparently it doesn't matter.
I was gonna wait to see what happened first.
Oh, there's my Ram Eldritch! I don't even know what that number was.
It's a 1 on top of.
Yeah.
It's a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got a 7. So I get a success and a half. Oh no, I'm just normal success because you guys got a 2, right?
We got a 3
A
because
3.
I rolled a
3,
1 and
yeah.
Captain rolled.
And
Yeah,
I got okay.
2.
So I am success and a half. I got 4. Okay. Okay. So the witch retrieves her knitting needles. They fly into her hand, and she puts down the puppet and begins to knit in the air. And you can see magical energies coming out from the knitting needles in long strands, wrapping up and around all of you still in the room who drank the potion. So that's gonna be Captain, that's gonna be Tao, and Dr. Runehart, you are elsewhere, but she's gonna steal your souls anyway.
Can I yell at Turtle and be like,
Well,
Stop,
okay,
slow down.
just to be clear, right? Dr. Runehart, you have left the room. Even though she can't get 3 souls, she's still taking the 2 souls that she can.
It's fair.
yeah, I forgot that I could have used my trust to betray the doctor.
You could have.
I
Okay,
didn't think about it too late now.
now's your chance to contest with the witch on stealing your soul. So the witch's goal is to steal your soul, Captain Seaweed, and your soul, Tao. What are you gonna do?
Since I didn't make a move before, like since it was just like you versus like Turtle and Seaweed in last roll, can I go ahead and make a move now?
Yes.
Okay. I see I guess Turtle and the Captain kind of like moved at the same time and crashed into each other or something. I don't know what happened there. But I think like just to prevent that happening again, Tao is going to, even though Turtle's soul is not imminently in danger, they are more of a problem than the Captain. So Tao is gonna go and just try and paralyze Turtle and keep them from doing anything else while this goes down. Because super speed is a really strong power, or slowing down time, but from our view, it's like super speed.
It's ironic because he's Turtle. I love it.
Yeah. So Tao is gonna try and just not to harm them, but just like temporarily paralyze them long enough for the ritual to go off.
Okay. Tao and Turtle. Oh, Captain.
I'm going to use my trust against Tao, and I have 4 points. I'll use all 4 to betray her.
So the highest you can possibly roll is just a 2, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'm rolling for her to not paralyze me, or is it Captain Jack rolling right now? Or Captain Jack, sorry, Captain Seaweed.
I rolled a 6.
Well,
Captain Seaweed, I guess, is rolling to defend you. So you got a 6, and Tao, you also got a 6, but that's really a 2.
A 2 now, yeah.
Yeah. So you're up 4, Captain.
Wait,
Up 4.
I can't wait since Captain Seaweed rolled against me. Can I use my trust that he gave me to give him a minus also? He's subtracting my trust. Can I subtract his trust?
Once the trust has been subtracted, you can't spend more trust.
But I didn't spend any trust.
Right.
Yet.
One trust spend.
Oh, only one
Right.
person per roll
Yeah,
gets to
one
spend
person
the
per
trust.
roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Unless you're a ghost, then all bets are off.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so I would have had to like call it before I made the roll, I guess.
Or before he called it.
Called it. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. All right.
Smart move. Oh my god. Okay, so what happens, Captain? You beat her by 4.
Yeah. Success and a half. You need to get a double success to kill another player, though.
I'm going to trust Captain. Can I do that? No, trust has already been spent. Never mind.
Trust has already been spent.
We've had this conversation.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Well, but after this whole voyage, I've been watching Tao use those needles, and I don't know if I'm going to do it right, but I'd like to try and just, while she's reaching out to do the paralyzing needle trick, I just want to try and flip it into her own neck or wherever I can get it into to hopefully paralyze her or do something.
Okay, so you can stop her and give her a wound.
Okay.
Okay, so Tao is going to be either -1 or disable a second power.
Who decides?
Is it my choice or his choice?
Yeah, your choice.
Oh, my
Peep's choice, yeah.
How many more chances to roll are we gonna get? We're in like the end game now.
Not many.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and say for the drama. You get the. I will disable the acupuncture power because Captain successfully flipped the needle around and got me. So I've lost that power in the sense that I am temporarily paralyzed, so I cannot make use of the needles right now. Or maybe not. I guess like paralyze me because that would actually take away all my powers because I'd be like paralyzed. I guess like paralyze me enough that I've lost the dexterity remaining in my hand that I cannot manipulate the needles properly anymore. So like I'm not fully paralyzed, but I can no longer make use of the acupuncture power at this time.
Makes sense.
Only mostly paralyzed.
He was off by like a millimeter. It's a very precise art.
Ooh, okay.
That's why you need the dexterity.
That's why you need the dexterity. Well, okay, the witch is still trying to steal some souls.
Okay. So Turtle, wait. What?
Turtle is safe. Turtle's not getting no soul stolen.
Can I yell at Turtle? Turtle, and be like, "Can you use the time to make me puke? Shove your fingers down my throat. Hit me with your stick."
It's a yes, and I guess. I guess.
Okay.
All right.
Which gets a 1.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh snap!
This is so, come on. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Success
Turtle's
and a
gonna be like, what? And then just double taps his staff, and runs up and then like shoves his whole hand, I guess, into Captain Seaweed's mouth. I guess to make him throw up the tea that he drank 5 hours ago. And you know what? It works. And then, I think it's like he uses to stop time and then like pulls his hand out and then makes time go. And so Captain, you're just already throwing up. Like it's just like yeah, you like say it and then it happened.
Style vomit like straight at the witch.
Yeah.
Love it.
I think at this moment, Turtle's like stepping back, and then he sees like as you're vomiting your scabbard with your sword in it, and Turtle's gonna grab your sword and turn and try and stab the witch with it, and say, "End your magics or die!" Yeah, he's gonna try and stab the witch through the heart.
Okay.
That is a big roll for the witch. Hey, yo, chat. I don't know if anybody you've been hanging out there for a long time, but now would be a great time to trust me or Captain or anybody.
I still got trust. Yeah, I mean, if I can.
Can I use
Oh,
my? Can I assist
Inspire.
the witch still?
yes. Thank you, Stuart.
Huh?
Or
You want to betray Turtle? Go for it.
I guess like what? Yeah, what can I do in this situation?
You could use your. You could subtract 1 from Turtle's roll. Turtle's got a 3.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll just might as well use that trust and subtract off the turtle's roll.
Turtle's got a 2.
Does that mean Captain can't add to my roll now?
Yes.
Can I do the other thing? Like,
But Chad can.
oh,
Okay, that's
our girl.
nice.
Okay, so you're 4. I'm still
that's
5.
right.
Partial success. The witch is still up a little bit. Okay, so your goal was to stab the witch. The
Yeah.
witch's goal was to eat someone's soul. You can't only partially eat someone's soul. So what's the witch gonna do? Okay, so as the witch is knitting her soul stealing spell, you stab at her, and you completely miss. And she grabs your arm, and you can feel a freezing cold entering your hand, and you drop the sword. And the witch pushes you back and goes back to her knitting.
Feels like death. Not yet. Artemis. And returns to knitting. Yeah, it's just I've had those days. I don't know. I mean, is Captain? So the only soul being sacrificed right now is Tao's, correct?
Right?
Then I'll plead with Tao, being like, Tao, you needed 4 souls for this to work. Do you think it's gonna work with 1? She's just gonna take your soul and give you nothing. I guess that's what I'll say.
Tao, are you
Tao,
convinced?
Tao will kind of look up at the witch for, I guess, like confirmation. Or
Okay. Okay, so you're trying to look at the witch to see if she's gonna make good on the bargain with only 1 soul.
yeah, like what is the status of?
Okay. I don't feel comfortable making that decision, so let's let the dice decide.
Yeah, let's do
All
it.
right. Witch gets a 4. Tao's trying to use her eyes to quickly negotiate with the witch. Please only take my soul, but still make good on the deal.
Who? Okay, is this a roll off between the witch and Tao?
Yep.
And then Turtle? I gotta get a 6.
What do you want, Turtle?
Wait a second. I can use my trust against Tao to eliminate her roll.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah, I'm gonna take away. I guess 2 because that's all. She rolled or
Okay.
they rolled. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. So success and a half. Ooh. Okay. So.
Wait. Hold on.
yes.
Wait. Hold on. The witch and who? Hey, hold on. The witch and
Whose side?
yeah. Who's on whose side? Because I thought Tao and the witch were on one side, and then I'm trying to convince Tao.
Tao hasn't made a move or said anything yet. They're just looking at the witch to kind of get a gauge on like, is there still a chance that the bargain will be accepted, or like what's going on right now? Because Tao still got their own agenda.
Yeah.
Because if
so
Tao, yeah. So who?
This is what I understood from the situation. Tao was trying to look at the witch to figure out if she would still go through with the bargain with only 1 soul. So I said, well, I don't feel comfortable making that decision as the GM. So Tao is going to be needing to convince the witch with her look. You're still going to do it, right? And that if she wins the roll, the witch will still make good on the deal, even though the witch is only getting Tao's soul.
And if if
Tao
fails on the roll,
fails,
that means the witch is going to take her soul and not make good on the deal.
right.
Okay, then I want that to be true.
Okay.
As turtle, I want that to be true. So I'm gonna. I don't need to roll in this case, but I am gonna use 2 of my trust to like take your roll down to 0, Tao.
Okay.
So it's a full success. It is clear as day that witch wants to just take your soul and not make good on this deal.
And the half success is that the witch will need a 6 to actually take your soul. So the half, unless you give it up to her for free, the half success is that she deals you a wound. So
Okay.
you can take -1 or disable your last power.
So,
I see.
I guess just, disable my last power? Actually, no, I guess it's more narratively interesting because of where we are right now that Tao takes a wound. I think as like the ritual is starting to go off, then like their soul is starting to get like taken. And they look at the witch and they see that and at this point it's like it's fully just like mask off, you know. Tao is a zealot, and you know, like they told Runehart, nothing they've said has been a lie. You know, they have been here from the start for a purpose bigger than them, for something, a goal that has been in the works for centuries. And even though they understand at this moment that they have personally seemingly failed, you see their resolve. You see on their face, they resolve themselves, and they say, there will be others after me. And they're gonna just let the witch take their soul.
Oh no!
Whoa.
Okay. So the witch finishes her ritual. The soul, the only soul that she could capture today, has been absorbed into her knitting needles. She turns to you two and she says, "You can leave now. You are no longer welcome here." And she picks up the poppet again and takes one of the knitting needles and begins to unstitch the stitches in the doll. And you can start to feel her magic working at you from the inside. Her goal is to get you to leave, either of your own will or through your death.
Ooh. Turtle's like, not today.
But didn't
I've
we
come too far.
didn't we
I've come-
take back our pieces of the doll?
She had a third one.
she made
and
3
Jill did
dolls.
say
Oh,
That's
that.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Turtle's like, I will have my love returned, and I will retire to Florida on George Washington money. He's going to try one more time to look at Captain and say, now! And,
Oh, it's gonna dive!
that this, whatever this plan is, works out this time. Third time's a charm. No, for real this time!
I'm with you, Turtle.
Wait, I get to do ghost stuff now, right?
You can do
You
ghost
get to
stuff
do
now.
ghost stuff.
You're dead, yeah.
Oh no.
Do you want to help kill the witch out of revenge? You do have some trust for Captain Seaweed.
Well, I'm rolling with. Do I need to spend? I wasn't trying to spend trust, but I wanted to like be a part of the action.
Okay.
Oh, we
You know
got
what I mean?
loads of trust between us, though, Captain.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, we got loads of it.
Yeah.
The one
no,
trust.
you know what? I'll let this play
Captain,
out. Yeah.
The one trust rule does not apply to ghosts.
Okay. So do I need to spend trust to help Turtle in this situation?
If you don't spend any trust, you have a 5 would be the total. So it would be a roll off against the witch. If you do spend trust, you're at a success and a half. You need a double success to kill the witch, but a success and a half, you'd be able to deal her a wound, so she'll be negative
Okay.
1 for the next rolls.
Yeah. Well, then I totally was spending a trust to help then to increase our odds.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I guess. Sorry, I am gonna do ghost stuff to Captain Seaweed because I need the witch to live for someone else from my organization to try again.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm in.
Okay. So you're subtracting. I think you got 6 trust from Captain Seaweed.
What are they at right now? What do we need to beat them?
What you're 4. They're
Okay,
up 4.
I'll spend. They're up 4. Okay,
Up
so
4.
we need.
Oh,
So now we're up 5.
Now you're up 10.
Oh, okay.
Trust. They're up 9. Someone trust
Output.
Captain Seaweed. Output.
Okay. Okay.
Output, go.
I guess if I use all 6, well, that will keep the witch from dying.
That will
at
keep
least,
the witch
right?
from dying. Yes.
Okay. All right. I will use all 6 then.
Okay.
I really hope me and Turtle do some crazy, cool Ninja Turtle stuff.
Hell yeah, man.
Okay.
I can see it. I actually can see it. I
Okay,
do
so
know
how
what's
do you-
happening.
How do you wound the
as a-
witch? Yes. Pete?
Ah.
Just as a flavor thing, because like Tao's whole thing is like they've been dabbling in necromancy. Instead of it being like a ghost thing, can Tao's corpse just like reach out for a second and just like grab?
Yes.
Just like there's like a spark of like necromantic like arcane energy like in them, and the can just like reaches out and like grabs Captain's ankle and like pulls them back from striking the killing blow.
Absolutely. Okay, and then how do you wound the witch? Who wants to take that, Captain or?
I got
Nikki?
it. If
Yeah,
you,
go
unless you
for
have an
it.
idea, Captain. Okay, the now is that Turtle's gonna like crouch down with his turtle shell backpack facing Captain, and then Captain, you're gonna run and jump off the back of my turtle shell to like stab the witch. But as you're running, yeah, that necromantic hand like comes out, grabs your ankle. You stumble, still kind of get a little bit of lift off of Turtle, and just kind of like just wound the witch in the side, just stabbing it. I do think the effigy falls from her hand though onto the ground, so she has stopped. She can't continue to will us to leave.
Okay. The witch will that just the effigy. So she still has the needle. She's gonna try to stab the needle into you, Captain Seaweed.
Do I need to roll for that, or is that
Yeah.
just, what do we?
She wants
Okay.
to try to kill you, or best she can.
Boom.
6. I got a 5. You're up 1. Only 1.
I can
Turtle?
spend trust. I can
All
spend
right.
trust. We got loads between us. We got loads. Yes.
Oh, okay. So you are up 6. Full success or double success. You can kill the witch now.
Oh. So she tries to stab me with the needle, and I take that opportunity to hook her in the face through the eye and kill her. And because now I did get a new hook hand, I want to pull out Tao's fork and like spear throw it at her and be like, you can have your fork back.
Oh.
And I help Turtle up. And I do the famous, like, I guess a hook up and be like, we did it.
Yeah. No, he'll high five, but he's not paying attention to you at all. He's not paying attention to you right now. He is like almost like kind of pushing past you to like make sure the witch is dead. And is she for sure dead on the ground, Captain? Or DM, either or.
Yeah, she's for sure dead.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then the next thing Turtle will do is like turn around and like look at the like bag, because I think he probably set it on the ground when he went to go action
Hopefully.
mode, and he's gonna run towards it. I don't know what I can do right now to steal the narrative or whatever, or do things just happen?
Things just happen. Go for it. What do you want to do?
I think, you know what? Hell yeah, dude. Let's do this.
Epilogue.
Yeah. I think that there is just this humming that enters the room, and it starts to sort of like shake and vibrate the ground, and we see like Tao's like hand reaching up, just kind of shudder, and then it falls flat on the ground. Whatever little arcane magic is left is gone, and so is Tao. But at the same time, I think that a turtle stick in his hand kind of like lifts and vibrates out of his hand, and he goes, oh, oh, oh. And then the little case on the ground kind of, you see it glow bright white as this little monkey levitates out of it. And it shines so bright that both Captain Seaweed and Turtle can't see anything. And when it subsides, standing across from Turtle is a gentleman of similar age in front of him. And he goes, Artemis, is that you? And this man will go, yes, love, it is me.
Oh.
And they take each other in their arms and they hug so deeply. And you could just hear like little sobs and crying. And he's like, it's been so long, so much of our life missed you, trapped. And you hear the man go, or Artemis go, now, Turtle, we have time now. And yeah. They're having their moment together.
Oh.
Wow.
Chase, you want to give an epilogue? You've been out of the room for a while.
Yeah, I think as Bill takes Dr. Runehart to the whatever, pirate loot storage area to dig through the piles of artifacts and finds this thing, and Bill helps him kind of heft it. It's pretty big. He kind of slings it over his shoulder, and as it settles, it kind of clinks against a heavy object in Runehart's pocket, and he kind of takes a beat, looks around, and as he's adjusting, it won't settle correctly. So he reaches in his pocket and pulls out whatever it is that's in the way. And it's the compass that Captain Seaweed gave him. And he kind of looks at it, tucks it in a different pocket out of the way, looks over at Bill, who starts to walk away, and a navigator without a compass, but also a navigator without a captain. And he's going to take out his pistol and shoot Bill in the back. With the intent to go and through a slight change of heart, go and I mean he can't take a ship back on his own. He's got to have a crew and someone to lead. So he's going to go back in and see what he can do to help.
Wow.
And apparently walk in the door like gun drawn and see an extra person. Who is that?
What? And one dead witch
And a dead witch.
Cow.
I hooked her.
Oh, Artemis. Oh, Dr. Rudart, this is Artemis. And then you just see like a handsome elderly gentleman sort of like waving.
So who's the captain now?
Oh, Artemis. We look at Captain Seaweed. And I think Artemis will say, it was fun being captain, but I think, Captain Seaweed, you earned it.
You honor me. Let us voyage away from this place.
We better get moving.
Cool. Can we have like a post credits scene as well?
I was gonna say, can I
Well,
do
yeah.
like the
Yeah.
Yeah.
post-credits epilogue after they like sail away.
Oh,
Mhm.
sure. Captain Seaweed, anything else you wanted to say before you sailed away?
As we go down to the docks where we last seen the Kraken, I would like to. You can see my crew, my old crew is there, completely confused, and they're on the docks, half alive, half drowned, half there, and I rush down to them, and I tell them, I did it. I brought you back. Come now. And I look at the rest of these guys. I said, please help me get these guys on shore. And I wasn't sure the best route to get them back, if it required my sacrifice or the witches. But a long time ago, I made a past alliance with the witch to get the best treasures in all the land for my crew. As we sailed the seas with nothing to show for it and they were growing weary, I made a deal that, she needed certain artifacts, and that if I could get treasure in return, that I would return her those artifacts. And she gave me several treasure maps to do so. However, I couldn't say no to the crew, and some of the artifacts they kept. And then they were all cursed and were ripped and torn and melded into the Kraken itself. And I didn't know if I could break the curse by giving myself up to the witch or killing her. So it is an honor to be with you and hopefully making our crew even bigger.
Wow.
Yay.
The more the merrier. That's always what I say. Okay. Let's keep going with post-credit scene.
Yeah. Tao. What? Beep. How does Tao?
Can I get some sinister music from Pocket Bard for this?
Ooh, I love
Okay.
it. Oh, I love it. Let's do music requests. We should. Wow, this is great. Let's go.
Sinister or mysterious or something like that. Okay. So, as the camera pans away from the newly transformed crew, everybody's like boarding the ship to go home, all triumphant. We pan across the oceans, far, far away, to the Canton region in China. And
Very good.
the camera zooms in to a very unassuming tea house where a pair of figures dressed similar to how Tao was dressed, very well-to-do, very, very wealthy seeming, and they are sitting in this tea house. And it's you see the date at the bottom, it's several months later, because news doesn't travel super quick in this era, so it takes a little while to the message to reach over to China. And you see in a subtitle conversation, because of course they're speaking Chinese, that they say, one says to the other, the witch's fortress is completely undefended. They're dead. And the other person, pours the tea and looks contemplative and says, well, then I guess the sulfur is ours for the taking. Send another to retrieve it. And they go ahead and they toast their cups and take a sip, and they say, long live the new immortal dynasty.
Love it. Love
Beautiful.
it.
Right.
Oh. And scene. So how'd you guys like it?
I have one more post-credit
There's one
scene.
more post-credit scene. Oh,
It's
good.
post-credits.
Can I get some,
Post-credit
like-
That was
scene.
like the mid-credits, and this is like the post-credits.
Yeah, this is his after credits. Can I get a Coca Cabana song, please?
Do you have Island Paths on there, Celeste?
Let me look. I do not have Island Paths. No.
Okay.
Is that a new one?
It's in the Seafaring Pack.
I have Maelstrom. I've got Springvale, Haunted Swamp, Shipwreck Cove.
Which was it? Which one was it called?
Island Paths.
Island.
Or I'm trying to think of what would work. I mean, I guess I don't know the full context of where you're going, but I'm trying to think of what would work.
Oh, it's a beach scene.
There's also beach in the full seafaring pack. You may have the free version
I might.
installed if you only have those 2 or 3 scenes.
Okay. I seem to be unable to download new ones right now.
That's okay. Anything
Yeah.
cheery is fine. Just like
Okay.
City.
Complete
Yeah.
opposite.
City. Here we go.
This is
That's
nice.
nice. Yeah.
yeah, perfect. So I think it pans away from that terrible scene, and then more credits roll, and then we get the like after credit scene where
This
it's
is
just
the hidden scene.
yeah the one if you wait in the theater till after all like the disclaimers. It's just Turtle and Artemis on a beach, and Turtle's got a new pair of cute short shorts on, and and you see Artemis say, I like that pair better. He's like, they're my favorite too. And then they just cheer their little drinks with like pink juice in it with umbrellas, and behind them is a mansion made from George Washington money.
I thought you were saying he's wearing shorts with the hole cut out. It's like assless chaps or something.
Oh yeah. Anyways, that's it. That's all it is. Like 2
That's
seconds.
beautiful.
Nice.
And that's it.
And that's it. So how'd you enjoy it?
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Lot of
best
fun.
storytelling I've ever been a part of.
Right. That
I
fun?
think everybody got the fate they deserved.
Oh! Well, how about we just go around for anyone who might not have figured them out, maybe me, what actually your fate was. So, Captain, you were past allegiance, yes?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Nikki, were you desperately in love?
Obviously. I thought it was so
knew it.
obvious. I
knew
knew
it.
you called it. And then you guys all talked about like the monkey turning into something, me turning into something. And I was like, they're super close. Oh my God.
Sweating bullets.
Yeah.
And then I can't figure out Beep or Chase.
Oh, Unholy Pact.
Yeah,
Unholy
Unholy
Pact.
Pact.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, for
Tao,
sure.
Tao never did lie. Everything they said was true. It's just
Yeah. As you were like straight up, you're like, I made a pact with the witch. I was like, she has Unholy Pact.
yeah, just all actually this happened in the very, very beginning too. When Turtle had mentioned Florida and like seeking a fountain of youth and talking about like immortality, and Tao just was like, oh yeah, it's like we're very interested in immortality where I come from. Just like, and it was kind of like a throwaway line, but it's like, yeah, just like from the very beginning, it's like, yeah, that's what we're after.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, I guess. And Turtle's just thinking, like, if he frees Artemis, they don't really have that much time left. So anything to get them to be younger so they can enjoy time together is the way to do it. And he's afraid he'd die before he gets to rid himself of this curse, right?
And I rolled with that for a little bit too. I thought maybe it was worse fear. Afraid of death.
Yeah. I did kind of play that in there. And then I saw what the true motives was. And I was like, oh, crap. That is like literally what I wrote, which was like at first, Turtle was going to go try and make a deal with the witch to turn Artemis back. And that was true motives. And I was like, oops. So had to switch it there to just murking her.
And what was Runeheart?
Yeah, what was Runeheart?
So I had true motives, which was hard for me to figure out like exactly how I wanted to do that. I think having it be so open-ended, there were a lot of options. And so I actually, until we started playing, I was going back and forth on things. And then I think like midway through the first session, I kind of settled into exactly how I was thinking that would be. And so his true motive was, so first of all, nobody ever asked what he was a doctor of. He has a doctorate in archaeology.
I think I said grass.
I think I
did.
never asked in character just because out of character, like we can all see each other's sheets. So I was like, oh yeah, he's a doctor of archaeology. But then I forgot, like, oh, we probably should have had that conversation in character.
No, that's okay. And so he had basically been tasked by the British government through his connections with the Archaeological Society to go recover this great artifact. And for him, when it came to like the fear aspect with the visions and all of that, I was like, well, what is his fear? Well, his fear is not being remembered for being great. Like he wants to recover this artifact and be like the in the portraits that are painted of the great moments, he wants to be one of the people standing next to the people who are the big names.
That was a great fear.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going. Sorry.
No, that was it. And then so for you, Beep, when you started like bringing in the Tiandi Hui and all of that, first of all, I love that aspect of character building. And for me in TTRPGs, I love building in connections between characters. So I was like trying to figure out, okay, how can this be connected? And I was like, oh, okay, it's an artifact that's also of interest to the current Chinese government, who would have been allies with the British at the time. And so part of something that I'm going to have to build in is finding out, oh, this is a person who is actually working against a government that's allied with mine. And so that's going to have to come into play. And like, how do I figure out? But like, that was a lot to try to build in. And so I just was like, at some point I'm going to try to like sabotage whatever Tao is doing. And yeah.
It was intense. It was a lot of drama. It was very good.
Well, I think that was good because that was the first time like we were as characters were actually like openly antagonistic towards each other. Because even when you like kind of popped in when I tried to murk that other guy and with the opium, like you didn't really like do anything. It was just kind of like showing the tension. But like that's the first time anybody actually like made a hard move against someone else, which was a good moment.
Yeah. And when you mentioned Kai Wen, I was like, yes, I have an ally. Like, I have to build this person back into
it's like
into the
specifically
story.
someone from the Imperial Navy of China. So like you're direct ally.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
I'd like to second on what you said. Is I did want some more one-on-one character dialogue, and it felt hard to sneak it in there because we never really like stopped and made camp somewhere and had that rest. It was kind of like go the whole time. But everything was great. I just wish that I could have like had a moment with every character.
Okay.
Sometimes I think the easiest way to do it is just, and this is just learning how to manipulate TTRPGs while you're playing them, is just putting up your hand and say, can I do this? Or I would like to. And then you take the stage and go for it. Right. But that takes time. I mean, Captain, I know you're new to this. This is, I think, the second one you ever played in.
Ever, yeah.
Yeah, you crushed it, dude. You did great. Okay.
I was sweating bullets for like 24 hours.
You did amazing. Yeah, no, you did really amazing. Yeah, I think you're fantastic. So like, it just takes time to learn how to like kind of be like, I'm gonna grab a moment here, because I remember the first time I started playing, I just sat back and mostly didn't say anything. So.
I think it's hard because like even when you do become experienced, like especially if you've been on like the GM side, there is that kind of like you have in your mind, like, oh, it's like, well, we're on a time constraint, this is a streamed show, like we do have an angle we need to reach. So I think it's like when you're new, it's like you don't necessarily want to interrupt, but when you're like experienced, you don't necessarily want to interrupt either, because you're like, okay, it's like we got to like help drive the story along, don't want to sidetrack it too much. It's like, everybody wants to like help complete the narrative, but sometimes that means like not like everybody's sort of afraid, like, oh, do I want to like take up too much time like doing my scene or whatever? So it is really about finding that balance.
Yeah, it's tricky.
But that's a fair point. The last one where Captain played, making camp was a big deal, because I used that as a mechanic to do nefarious things at night. Yeah, right.
And I had a lot of moments, I think, at camp with Grimbeard even.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, come over here, man.
right.
Yeah,
and in this case, like, it was like, oh yeah, well, like, you're on a ship, it's gonna be many days, and also I didn't have, like, I really needed the nighttime for the ghosts. There was so much ghost stuff going on in people's powers and backgrounds in the last one. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna hack camp at night. Oh, you're gonna go to a graveyard. Oh, there's gonna be ghosts and more ghosts and ghosts. And but so fair feedback. But yeah,
I wouldn't change anything. This was a fantastic story.
thank you.
I think it did end very cinematically. Like
Yeah.
when I said like everybody got the fate they deserved, not like the secret fates, but the way everything ended up, I think everybody got what they deserved.
I was like gunning so hard for Turtle. I was like, I can't have him die. Whatever happens, I can't. Like,
I felt
feel
the same way
character.
too. I was like, forget
Yeah.
my fate. Turtle's got to get their love.
Right? I was just like, oh dear God, like so much. The stakes were so high for Turtle at the end that I'm like, oh, it will be devastating. I'm really glad it worked out that way because it could have
did.
honestly gone terribly. And I love the fact that Turtle didn't drink the soul-sucking juice.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
secretly glad too, because it's like for me it was easy because like I knew going in that's like, okay, it's like I'm totally okay with like dying whenever. Like I intended for Tao not to make it to the end of this adventure like alive, but that makes it easier in a way because it's like I'm ready just to like could get rid of them like at any point in time. It's like it's a lot harder when you're actually like trying to live, and I'm also
Yeah.
glad that Turtle lived.
I
if you
was. Well, go ahead.
If you drank the tea, I don't know how we would have shoved our fingers down each other's throats.
That
would've been awkward.
It would have been hard. Yeah, it would have been
Yeah.
really hard. It's great. Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, I've never most characters if I get to play a player character, I'm not attached to them. Like I've got another one waiting in the wings typically, but this one I was just like, oh no, it's gonna be too sad if he dies. Why did I write such a sad story? Yeah.
It was
So,
a good
yeah.
character,
Yeah.
right? One thing
I
I
don't know.
want to put a finger
Oh, go.
on is that, like, for those, particularly those watching, this game is very particularly set up to really support the inter-character conflict. Right? Tao died, betrayal got thrown around, people's plans got foiled. Everyone's laughing and happy about it right now. Be careful. If you're new to role playing, don't try this during a No Realm Dungeons and Dragons game. It's going to go
Yeah.
totally off the rails.
Yeah.
We went into this with the social contract that this game is about how your fates collide, and it was amazing. I could not have plotted this any better.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I thought it was great.
I never would have guessed me and Turtle basically had the exact same goals at the end too.
Mhm.
Like, we just got to kill the witch.
Sort of lined up very, very like just
And
sort
it-
of things
it-
just fell into place. Yeah.
Exactly. We had no idea the whole 3 days what was going to happen. But even on day one, we're like, all right, I feel like we became best friends, because you're like, well, you can't go on the ship by yourself. I'll go with you, and
And he left Artemis for like the first time ever briefly
Yeah.
for that. So
so you can't plan that. You can't. Like, it was just amazing.
guys, I thought I was super heavy-handed in showing how much I loved my monkey. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
You were
We're
not.
choosing.
I did not make that a secret at all. I was like so obviously in love with the monkey, but like just taking care of it and keeping it safe. I was like, oh man.
I think that's a good lesson. So I didn't even make this connection until now, but I had recently read about and run a couple of whodunit type RPG things, and in that I was reading Justin Alexander's advice on whodunits, and he has this 3 clue rule where you basically are just like throwing clues at people in a mystery, and on the GM side you're like, okay, come on, they're going to solve this in 2 seconds because you're throwing out every possible thing, and there's like 3 ways to get each clue, and there's so much stuff. And ultimately, as players, it's way harder to put together because you don't know what the connections are. And so when you think you're being heavy-handed and obvious about revealing stuff, it's not always quite as obvious as you think. And I think it's just, it takes so much practice to gauge what people are actually going to get when you start doing that.
Yeah, it's wild. I wasn't shy about it at all. I just was like, monkey loves monkey. And even like the Optimus, these are your favorite short shorts. It's like, it is.
For me personally, it's like, it's like, well, who wouldn't love like a fun little like pet monkey? Who wouldn't love a fun little pet monkey? So it's like, I just took it as like, yeah, of course you're gonna like, it's like your special pet, but I didn't take it as like a romantic love. It's just like, because why wouldn't you love the monkey,
Right? We all, like, if you've ever had a pet, you love that pet so much.
Yeah, that's your family. Yeah. So.
That's what I was going with too. I was like, well, everybody loves her pet. Of course, she's gonna love her monkey.
Exactly. Yeah. And so, yeah, I kind of use that as a way to protect it. So I, could be that obvious, right? But yeah. Anyways, that was really fun. And I thoroughly loved, like, Dr. Runehart. I really loved, like, how you showed your legacy, and you weren't shy about, like, trying to build that legacy. It just was hard to tie it into true motive, right?
Yeah.
Precisely. So I totally got your feeling, the emotion behind it. That was so clear to me. I was like, when you said that to your daughter, and like, not just your daughter, like, and how she was kind of sad, I'm like, well, it could be that he's trying to go out and make something of himself, and that would prove to his own family, like, I'm worth something, right? And then that whole scene with the faceless accolades and things like that, I was just like, and the gates closing at the end is like, well, not for you. I was like, that's beautiful. But it made me think worst fear instead of true motive, right? So
yeah, well, everyone else thought that too. That was the most voted last night.
Yeah.
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 I liked you at the end, but I didn't like you at the beginning. Remember? I was like, well, maybe I take better care of my stuff than you. And I was like, what?
I was
I'm gonna
really
smack
trying
you
to
with
like
a sail.
throw suspicion on Dr. Runehart, and nobody was going for it.
That's because I knew it was you throwing the suspicion and not Dr. Runehart himself.
It's like it's a bait from the GM, and so it's like
right.
Yeah.
And like
Nice.
not knowing what was going on, I was like, oh, okay, Dr. Runehart is like, if someone does start using the puppet, he's not going to get injured at all, just everybody else. And then but no, you just left the whole room.
Runehart was like, I got what I wanted. Bye.
I honestly,
I kind of feel bad about that.
I totally would have used all of my trust to go against you on that. I just forgot. I don't think we used trusted to backstab anyone the whole game, and it just kind of forgot that was a feature. And then he already left the room, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So I don't know what would have happened if I would have remembered, but we'll never know.
I think it worked out. I love that little scene after where you found the compass and like how it was like pushing against your chest and stuff, like right on that heart, right on those heartstrings, just poking them.
That was awesome. Yeah.
I think we got the most narratively satisfying outcome, like the way things played out. So
That was perfect. I didn't know where you're going with that, but then I was like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you gave me the compass to work with. That was cool.
Yeah, I thought about giving it to you 100 different ways before this started. I was like, I'm gonna do this or that or that, and then I was like, okay, no one's helping me fight the Kraken. I guess I'm on my own. Doctor, here you go.
It was good.
Yeah.
I'm really glad Runehart, when we were going up the mountain, had that aside with Tao, because like gave me the opportunity to do kind of like, I don't want to say like the villainous like monologue, because it wasn't well, like I guess like Tao was like an antagonist that to give me the chance to do it's like to reveal like the sinister plot or whatever. So that was like a great opportunity, because like I don't know when else I was gonna get that in there.
I thought of this right before we had this conversation, and I was like, I gotta work this in somehow. And then I didn't when we had that conversation, and once we were done, I was like, it's too late, it's not gonna fit anymore. But I was thinking that at some point Runehart was going to say something to you in Cantonese to just like really tie in the connection of like written in China.
So I did kind of bulldoze over that conversation, because you gave me the opening and I was like, all right, like I'm gonna tell you the whole plan, like here we go.
Oh, it was such a beautifully said plan though. It's just so stunning and so like it was great.
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
And I love your conversation in extra slow motion.
That was
so cool.
The mechanic.
Yeah. Thank you for adding that little flair, because I didn't think about the extra slow motion, but I really love that.
I thought about that. I was like, wait, if he does it and then he does it, half and quarter. I don't know.
Yeah. was good. It was good. It was all really good. Like I really enjoyed it. It just was so cool. Like, my face hurts from smiling right now because that worked out so well.
Oh, I'm so glad. There is one thing that dawned on me today about the game is that a lot of RPGs really struggle with having combat oriented and non-combat oriented players working or characters working together. And although in this game, like in the little thing that I send out to everyone, I'm like, oh, you're all assumed to be competent adventurers. You're good at fighting, running, jumping, climbing. Everyone's the same, except for your powers. Both in this game and the previous one, there were a couple people who avoided getting involved in the fights. Like Turtle didn't really fight until the end, and neither did Tao. Really, ever. Did you even pick up a weapon? And in the previous game, there was another character who, one of his powers was that he could paint things into being. That's all he did until the final moment when he wanted to stab the witch and took out a knife. And then there was another one played by Grimbeard who was afraid of fighting. Every time he'd draw his gun, his hands would shake.
Lovely.
Right? And it worked.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I like the fact that Tao never fought. I like the fact that the closest you got, Tao, was like gloating.
I stabbed that one guy, but yeah,
That's
it's like,
true.
My goal for Tao was like I knew like they were a threat, but in a very specific way. Like they weren't supposed to be like they're not like a secret ninja or something. You know, it's like they did like sleight of hand that one guy at the very like on the mountain path, but other than that, it's like clearly they're like a threatening and kind of like sinister and like unsettling person, but it's like you kind of like know when it's coming. It's not going to be in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, and you were on a mission. It was so clear that like the drive behind Tao's like just like whatever gets it done, right? Whatever's gonna get you there, whatever gets it done. So like even when like Captain and you were like just fucking people overboard and paralyzed in that one scene, it's just like, yeah, that makes sense. Like you were just like, yeah, let's do, if this gets me to where I need to go, right? Like which I loved.
Turtle was really handy in the fights, actually.
I don't remember what Turtle has done. Quite honestly,
Turtle was like I think like way more willing to like get in the mix with things.
That's true. Yeah, and like speak up. I think is something that Turtle was willing to do, which is surprising for that character. But I think that's just because like I play a very shy character in my other game, so it felt weird to like go out and speak out. And I'm like, is this character? I'm like, yes, it is. It is this character. It's not Monday's character. Terrified to talk.
Right? The other thing that I really enjoyed was the showdown with Whiskey Jill. It was a lot of, I don't know, talking, and even though like violence was being threatened, it didn't turn into a fight. It was very interesting for me to watch. And I loved the first thing with the squid. Like, oh, everything just went wrong for you guys, but it was just really interesting.
Like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm gonna die real soon.
Yeah, it was all going very wrong.
Yeah.
Was that the very first combat encounter, the squid one?
Yeah, we're like, let's go, and then the boat had squids trying to take me down.
Yeah.
Wasn't the weather? Well, the storm. I guess
There
it's
was
not
the
really
maelstrom.
combat.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I like that Turtle's shell, just like tossing him over into the water to save Captain for a moment. It was lovely.
I love that because that was kind of an introduction into your power too, right?
Oh yeah, the slow,
That
the
that
slowing
was
time.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. I actually originally was going to have a staff shoot fireballs, and I was like, that's such a random thing. And then I was like, oh, he's a turtle. He's slow. So.
Maybe he should go fast.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, the only way he'll be able to catch up if he can slow everyone else down. Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, the only way he'll be able to catch up. Oh, how can I hear myself?
I was trying to look for a stream to go raid, and it just went to us.
Surreal. You guys are all very lovely to play with, by the way.
Yeah, this is super
Yeah,
fun.
this is a great group.
Yeah,
It was awesome to play with you guys.
I was about to say it almost ended in a way where we could all do a part 2, but Tao, maybe.
I don't know.
Right,
There's
like,
more agents.
Yeah, there's plenty of people from the organization.
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
or
Yeah.
Taos' daughter.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Also
even
that-
need to, just another faceless, person from the organization. Not faceless, but another zealot.
Just
Yeah.
also watch your back, Dr. Ruinhart. The organization knows about you now.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
but we have the artifact. Whatever that
Ooh.
means.
we,
Because apparently it's powerful.
we
and
don't have to
important.
think of it today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
That
times.
was great. That was really great. Thank you
Yeah.
all.
Yes, thank you, everyone. So I think we're gonna probably wrap up here. I'm looking at the 3D dice page to see who else is using 3D dice right now. This is the dice app that I make and that we used tonight. If you really like it, dddice.com. You can go check that out. Before we end, type !dice and you can find out how to get the dice that we used today on stream. You can't get them any other time. They're not available in our community library. You can see them and you can drool over them, but you can't get them unless you get them now on the stream. And why don't we go around and, say goodbye, plug yourselves, tell us a final thing while I'm getting the raid ready. You want to
think I'll-
start, Nikki?
Yeah, I'll go first. Hi. Okay. Well, bye everyone. But I'm Nikki Nerds Out, and if you enjoyed, I don't know, my energy, I guess, come check out my content over at Nikki Nerds Out. It's very similar, kind of goofy, warm-hearted, but it'll punch you in the feels sometimes. So come on down. Tomorrow I'll be streaming Sea of Stars at JRPG, and then next Saturday I'll be doing some more work productivity streams, writing, goal building, whatever. Come on down, enjoy that. I'm sure I've got other things on the go. We are trying to set up sort of some Friday night D&D things in my Discord. So if you're into that and just lovely communities, stop by and love to have you. Really would.
Yeah, I will be there tomorrow.
Yay!
Yeah, it's one of my favorites to watch.
Aw.
Beep, how about you?
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Again, I'm Beep, representing Casters and Castles, actual play show with esports personalities. You won't see me over there, but you'll see some of my art and assets sometimes. And then my other channel, Legendary Action, which is at Leg Day Gaming. And same thing, art and assets over there. So come check us out sometime.
Captain?
Hey everyone, I'm Captain Deadface Morgan, or X_X Morgan, and I'm a 100% variety streamer because I like to play first-person shooter games, horror games. I like to do tutorials for other streamers to help them with any tech-savvy questions or issues that they might have. And I even do like tarot readings, which is a lot of fun. Normally really late at night. It's kind of like Captain After Dark, So I'd like to have a lot of fun doing all kinds of sorts of things. So you can check me out on all platforms as Captain X_X Morgan.
Wow, I've never had the occasion to catch one of your tower readings.
Oh yeah, I got everything. I
Oh.
got to keep me safe.
I did.
Got my Chris. Oh yeah, I did do Nikki.
I did.
It was awesome.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
not good, guys. I gotta stay focused. Don't let my fears get to me, okay?
Maybe I read Turtles. I don't know.
Maybe, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But it was we have a lot of fun, and it's always something new. Just keep the creative juices flowing.
Nice. And Chase, take us out.
Sure. Yeah, once again, I'm Chase. I'm one of the people who creates Pocket Bard, the music and tabletop or music and sound app for tabletop RPGs. We make audio seamless and really easy, and it's what you've been listening to on this stream. So check us out. Pocket Bard is free. We got a whole bunch of free content. We have some paid content too, and ultimately, yeah, we just want to grow and spread our wings and make it the best we can make it.
All right, we're going to be rating Drake Has No Life. They apparently have been rolling 3D dice today, so tell them I sent you and maybe they'll roll some more. And thank you, everyone, and see you soon. Bye.
Bye.